Battling the quiet periods. Um, so the next steps for me is really the next PRRT treatment on September 16th, which means there's going to be a 3 week period where not too much is going to be happening. Now, up until now, it feels like, I've been super busy with something happening every week, whether it's a treatment or, doctor's visits or checkups or report cards and, all sorts of things. And everything has been moving really fast. And now there's going to be a 3 week period where not too much is going to be happening from a medical perspective. And, that gives me a little bit of anxiety because, the fear that something could happen if I'm not proactively always trying to, come up with new things or there's new treatments or something to attack this disease. Um, and, is there evidence that something might happen? Not really. But there's always that voice in the back of my head that, if it's super quiet and we're not, actively doing anything, could something happen? And even, after the PRRT treatment, there would be another month before my next report card, just because they want to make sure they give the medicine enough time to be effective before we take another measurement. So, looking at maybe almost 2 months where I won't have an, update on progress. And, that's where those, thoughts start, creeping into my mind in terms of what are we doing, what are we doing? And, it's one of those things where you have to kind of let go and let God because if I think too much about the future, it just causes anxiety for no reason. So during this time, I'm going to be focusing on my health, nutrition, and sleep. And those are the big things that I can do that practically can help fight the disease. So, yep, still fighting hard every day. Thank you very much for all the comments and words of encouragement. Talk to y'all later. Bye.